Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jordan, and I am your tour guide through the oubliette of aphonic excruciation.
This is Johnny, playing a very worried about the Queen, Jorus Glave.
And this is Jeremy playing Grayson, Digby.
I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Demetrius. I don't care what I see anymore. Norden.
And my name is Aaron, and I'm playing Brother I Have the Answer, Benedict.
And,
I like Brother Benedict.
and it's going pretty well so far, at least from my perspective. You have just finished the second level
Yes.
of...
Benedict was coming to get us
Yeah.
to say, hey, Queen's down.
Yes.
And she doesn't have much time.
The queen is like the gate. She is down.
Yes. Enemy's gate is down.
Jorus and Grayson are in the room with the lady. Benedict, you had a piece of paper with some very important information on it.
Yes. It says she doesn't have much time.
Down. That's enough for me. Honestly.
Okay.
Because I know exactly what he means when it says she doesn't have much time. And we've been up.
Right.
So, do you come into the room?
Yes.
With that, like shaking that piece of paper, So I envision it that Jorus, you are still looking in at the thing, and Grayson is able to see Benedict come in. So Grayson will peer around.
It's in Riemann.
It's in Riemann. So he peers around and is like, and Jorus, you just see Grayson shaking his hands
I
up.
turn
in the air,
around and look.
looking confused.
Alright, so let me see if I can read it this time. What do I have to get to be able to read Riemann?
It's a moderate check. We'll say 12.
Oh, you got it.
Yay! I can read it now.
Yeah. Now you're focused enough to read it.
Alright, so I read it. I point. We got good. And I just point down. Head out the door. I look for Demetrius.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind
He
him.
was chasing after him.
Okay. And I head straight for the ladder.
Sounds good.
And I go down. Still have the light on, hanging from my belt.
Are you the first?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll agility.
Oh. One.
There's a body falling.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen soon.
The bodies are going to hit the floor.
I guess I should roll strength. Might.
Yes. Go ahead and roll might. We're going to say it's very difficult.
Oh my gosh.
Very difficult.
Yes. We're going to say 21.
I'm at 12.
Spend 2 hero points.
Or fault.
This was the second of third, and the third was not the bottom, correct?
The third is the bottom.
Third is the bottom.
The third is the bottom.
And how much space was in between?
We're going to say 60 feet.
And you said I get 21?
21.
2 hero points, Johnny.
Problem is I only have 3.
Or you have character points.
You have character points.
I do have character points, yes. I'm trying to figure out if I want to spend 2 hero points now, or 1 hero point and 2 character points. Or 1 character point and see if I need another one.
Oh, well, you can't spend both at the same time.
You can't?
Well,
Yeah.
you've made
Modifications.
to it in specific situations before.
Pray that I don't alter the deal. I would recommend spending character points.
Of course, the GM would. I would recommend spending hero points first.
Yeah,
And then spending character points.
Because so far we've had some...
I'm spending hero points because character points are too risky to not get enough.
And hero points won't come back to bite you in the butt later.
No, they
Yeah.
When
won't.
Jordan decides, I need an extra die.
Or 3.
Yeah.
Have I ever done that to you?
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was one time I remember you using at least 2
Yes.
of those dice.
I have 24 now.
Okay. Congratulations. You are able to hold on while you shrug off a body.
Good.
All right. So the rest of you all get to the ladder.
I'm going down the ladder as fast as I can.
Okay. Are you doing like the fireman slide, or are you?
No, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that'd be
Grayson's going down.
okay.
Going down the ladder.
Demetrius.
Like, I want him to go back and check out the room that he bypassed completely, but he's not going to.
Okay, so you guys reach the bottom.
It's a light up at the bottom?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
It doesn't light up when the corpse hit the floor, but it lights up when someone living does.
So that was my question about the top level. Is the light still on? Because he put the guard to sleep, so the guard was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog.
And the dog, yeah.
But the top level went off.
Or,
That means there's another way to get off of that level. Rather than just...
No, because...
Yes.
No, I'm saying no, because if he was cast sleep on him, it should have easily been asleep for an hour.
But there's another way off the level if the light is off.
The
Yeah.
very first...
And also-
where the hatch is.
I don't know
The first...
about you guys, but I don't think hellhounds can climb ladders.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Pretty sure. It's gonna be an elevator.
We wouldn't know what that is. A dumbwaiter? Possibly.
Or mirrors.
Ah,
Yeah. I wrote down how to use mirrors to travel between places.
Wait,
Yeah,
what you
but
wrote
you
down didn't
disappeared.
stay.
But you do have perfect recall.
I do have perfect recall.
Getting around the system.
I did not recall that I had perfect recall.
Look at your damn characters.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
So, now that we are all centered, you are on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
This is different from the rings. This one actually just spreads out. And there's one large open area with rooms.
So there's no hallway at all?
No hallway. Just like an open system.
Is it bigger than the top open room up the when we
Yes.
came down? Okay.
Yes.
Grayson is immediately taking note of the doors and which type of door are they. Of the three type that we've seen. Ones with viewing slits or whatever you want to call them. Ones with nothing and ones with, to Grayson, the weird
The squares with the...
square images on
pushable
the
thing.
side of the doors.
It seems like there's a door on one side that is the third type of door, the one with the pushable images. And then there's another with just a handle on the opposite side.
So there's only two doors. Okay, Grayson's going to go over to the one with just the handle.
Okay.
He's going to motion for someone to come along with him.
I'll go along with him.
Likewise, Benedict will join.
Alright.
Not many options.
And it opens out.
Yes.
Okay.
So that door has the largest chamber that you've seen yet.
The door's the largest.
The door opens to the largest chamber. Sorry. English, not my first language. My first language is Jordanese, but not very many people understand it.
I checked the compass.
Compass is still dead.
So the door opens.
The door opens, and you can see that it's a very large chamber, a vaulted ceilings, and it is filled with tables, machinery that you don't recognize, odd sources of light, and the light is of different hues: reds, blues, greens,
That would
golds.
freak me out.
Yes. You can feel like this throbbing in the air, like something is pushing air around. Doesn't feel dead like the rest of the air has felt.
And it's still silent.
Yes.
I look at Demetrius and I gesture to the machines.
I'll roll my search to see if I recognize anything as
Well, since there's
being
nothing else to do, Grayson is also
something that I
searching just to see
Okay.
any more details that he can figure. Not bad.
18 plus 1, so 19.
18.
So you're looking more for machinery and tools and things like that?
Well, he pointed out the tools and stuff. I'm
Sure.
like, I
So you
guess I'll look at it.
You see a lot of tools that you recognize.
Okay.
Saws, awls, pliers, clamps, various sizes, some ropes, some chains, some things that you don't recognize, like some squares, some cranks that are attached to machines that you don't recognize.
Gingerly test them, the cranks, to see what, if anything, happens.
There is a rope that is attached to the machine for the crank, and it looks like lightning appears
On the rope,
from the rope.
crank it a little bit more.
It's like the rope has two ends to it, and a bolt of lightning strikes across.
That's new. I'm getting completely lost in what it's doing.
And I just realized that the lights coming on never phased us.
Grayson did think about that in the back of his mind.
Demetrius just assumed it was something magic.
Yeah.
We are in
Pretty much,
the realm
I mean,
of the Fae. We saw a shifting castle
Yeah.
made out of mist. He's
Yeah.
lights from stepping on the floor is nothing. Anyways, you said there was a couple of other like Crake devices. Curiosity piqued. He'll try a couple of those gingerly. See what happens.
One looks like it operates a folding device. There's a press that comes down and then comes back up as you turn it.
It's a press,
Yeah.
some sort.
So Grayson got an 18 on his search.
Okay. Do you want to go further into the room, or do you want to stay close to where Demetrius is poking around at?
Grayson's gonna be no good with machines, so he's just looking for anything else besides machines that is like how big?
Easily 250 feet from one wall to the other, but it's hard to see because there's a lot of stuff cluttering it.
Yeah.
So you're going further into the room.
Yeah.
You see what looks like people moving in the distance, like just between different machines. You can't really tell what they're doing, so you would have to get closer.
Who's closest to me?
Jorus or Jorus is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I picked up my crossbow bolt from underneath the dead body.
That sounds fair.
And
So-
the other one's laying there. I'm gonna grab that one too.
I'll allow it.
So Grayson's going to go back to Jorus, tap him on the shoulder, and point down in that direction. Kind of make the motion. He sees people. He's like got his two fingers walking on his hand.
So doing like army symbols. Yeah.
So.
Well, Grayson wasn't doing it for any military strategy.
I know, but
he was just trying to say.
But
I see
Jorus
people
does have
moving.
military experience, so he would quickly understand the idea of what you're trying to get across using those kinds of symbols.
Okay. And then he's gonna start to go back that way, and hopefully Jorus will follow.
Yes, Jorus will follow.
Yes. Do I see any other doors?
No.
Okay.
This room seems to be pretty much it.
Before I leave, I mentioned for Benedict to guard.
Benedict will guard.
I love it. Good.
Very difficult to describe miming things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big trouble.
That's been a big fun watching you guys try and figure things out.
Well, it's like we can mime it, but it's like we're doing an audio
How do
podcast.
How do I say what I'm doing to mime what I'm trying to say?
What you're trying to do. So as you go in further, you see what looks like 6 figures wearing a cloak that hides all detail. It's like the cloth is black, but it's such a dark black that you can't see any folds or any light reflecting off of it or anything like that. And it looks like they're working around a giant tank.
Do they have eyes?
You can't see from them. It's like they all have their back turned to you.
Are they 4 foot tall and have little glowing yellow eyes?
No, they all seem to be normal human height.
They're not going tink tink.
No, you are not facing a spaceship full of Jawas.
That's a shame.
Grayson is going to cautiously continue.
Okay.
Is there any way that we can spread out from each other but still be like close enough that
No, there's so much machinery in there that if you tried to spread out, that you would
lose.
easily like lose sight of each other.
okay, then I'm not gonna separate from them at all then.
All right. It looks very much like their attention is focused on the tank.
Wait, now when you say a tank, you mean like tank full of liquid of some
tank,
sort?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a army tank.
You're not saying a Panzer.
That's not what I was thinking, but
Well, that was what Johnny was thinking. So we're clearing up that. You're seeing like a giant, what Houdini would use in his magic
Okay.
tricks.
So it's clear container.
Yes.
Okay. What color is the liquid?
Clear.
It's clear liquid. But we can tell it's liquid inside.
Yes, there is liquid inside, and it also seems like there's a person.
it's Luke Skywalker.
The queen. Because she was all wet.
I'm still thoroughly enthralled in these machines.
I'm going a little bit closer.
One of the people seems to be writing down in a book some observations, like in a field journal, and they're pointing at a table, and it seems like they can talk, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Am I close enough to see who's in the tank?
How do we know that they? How does it seem like to us that they can talk, but we can't hear what they're saying?
Because they're turning to each other and they're gesturing. And one of them's pointing, and you don't see him like miming things out. He's just gesturing like he's normally talking. And then like one of them actually like goes over, grabs a giant handle on a spinner and starts moving it, and it seems like the water starts boiling.
All right. Can I see the person in the tank?
Not at this point. You can just tell that there's like someone's thrashing around in the tank.
Grayson's gonna pick up the pace and get closer.
I'm like not running yet, but anxious to get over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's cut back to these guys. The guys who are not anxious.
Oh, we left them alone to get together.
Oh gosh.
As we blow up the entire place again.
How would you like to blow up the place this time, guys?
Hopefully there's a machine here that does it.
He's having fun playing with the new machines.
I am. Well, I'm trying to figure out like how they work and what gears are involved and what.
Some of them have panels that you can try to open.
Pulling out my clockwork making stuff and
dismantle the ship.
Some of it seems to have like materials that you've never seen before, like a viscous substance in a container that feels soft to the touch. Others have slivers of jade, like a thin wafer of jade with gold and silver on it. Others have lights that turn off and on in no discernible pattern. And one of them seems to have bit you.
He yelps from getting bit and like shakes off his hand, trying to look at it closer, pulls out his looking glasses.
This is the most brilliant thing ever. Benedict, what are you doing?
Benedict is really half guarding, half watching Demetrius play with dials and knobs and twirly things. Very distracted, but mostly he was told to guard, and so he's attempting to guard, but also watching the cool stuff that's happening.
Are you looking through the book you picked up at all, or?
I'm just watching.
Okay.
Are there any signs in the room? Are there any big printed signs?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Can I read them?
Yes, they're in Riemann.
So do I need to roll for a read? Or
no, we'll go ahead and say that you can.
okay, what do they say?
Danger. Warning. Electrocution.
Wouldn't know that one.
Flammable.
I would know that one. Is the flammable one over a certain place, location, thing?
It's on a pipe, and either pipe says propellant.
No.
Probably don't know that one.
No.
Okay, when I see the danger, I would walk over to Demetrius and tap him and write careful.
There's a big danger sign over what he's messing with right now.
Yeah, I would definitely write careful.
And point to the sign.
Yeah.
Not an acknowledgement, being like, yeah, you're probably right.
Okay.
I am getting a little carried away.
And that's about all I did.
So now that you realize that you're carried away, are you interested in where your friends have gone, or?
He might be like raise his hands in a questioning gesture, like where did they go?
Point the direction that they wandered off in.
Sort of stand up straight and look over that direction, like see if I can see them.
Go ahead and make rolls to see if you can see them.
With search.
10, 15, 16.
16? For both of them?
13.
13? So you can see them. You can't see all of them, like you can just kind of see them around machines, but you can tell from what body language you can see that they're tense about something.
I'm gonna look over at Benedict and be like, gesture, follow me.
How close are we to the door?
Not far.
I'm shutting the door on my way.
When we're roughly 50 feet from these people, I want to stay hidden. I want to try to read their thoughts.
Okay.
Can we see who's in the tank before then? 50 feet.
It seems like they're pulling the person out of the tank and up above it at points, and then putting them back in and then out again. So, and they're like thrashing around when they're in the water, so it's all roiled up, and there's a lot of bubbles and everything like that. So,
Can we see at least the type of, like, can we tell if it's male, female?
female, definitely.
Size?
How tall was the queen?
I don't know.
5'4".
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, 5'4".
5 short.
Grayson, since Jorus is intent on something, Grayson is going to slip behind Jorus and
Disappear.
attempt to.
Okay. What's your target number, George?
15 plus resist.
What's the resist?
Resist is charm.
Which one do you want to do first?
Whichever one is looking directly at the tank and not worrying about anything else.
Okay. Oh, that's wild. An 11.
Okay, I failed. 22.
Okay. So is that the same roll for all of them?
No.
Okay.
Now, you said there was one guy like going back and forth between the table and
Yes.
the thing. I want to try him.
Okay.
Not good enough.
3.
Nope. I didn't get my 15 even, so.
Okay. Second one.
Ooh.
6.
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay. Number 3. 12.
Nope.
Number 4. 5.
Yeah.
Number 5. Oh, I rolled a 1 on my wild die, and I rolled 2 dice.
I got that one.
3.
2, 4, and 5.
2, 4, and 5. They seem to be very intent on making. They want to make sure that they follow his directions.
So they want to make sure number 1 is happy with them. All right, I'm going to try one more time on number 1, and then
Okay. 8.
20. That's not enough.
Sorry.
Nope. All right.
All right. You want to go invisible?
Okay. 4. Spending a hero point to get it.
Okay.
Which gets me 28, which my target number is 27.
Perfect.
So Grayson is now invisible. He's going to try and get as close as he can to that tank.
Okay.
He's still very wary of where he is, so he's still going to
Be very careful.
be very careful. He's not just going to try and stroll up next to the tank. He's still going to act like he can be seen.
Okay. You get pretty close. You get within 12, 15 feet of it.
He wants to push the envelope another 2 feet,
Okay. So you want to get to about 8 feet?
at least 10 feet.
At least 10 feet. Okay, you are 10 feet away from the tank. One of the black cloaked figures walks right past you. You can see that they are not wearing a shirt, but they are wearing pants. And they are also wearing a mask.
Okay. Can he discern who's in the tank even closer from 10 feet away?
It looks like the queen.
All right, teleport.
Okay. Into the tank or someone?
No! He's teleporting her out.
Okay.
Can you teleport between realms? Because it's too rare. That's someplace you've been.
It technically is.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah,
That's
that would
a little
that would be a
overpowered.
stretch.
That's OP
Yeah, that would be
as crazy.
So now the Mist Court Castle.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
But the Mist Court
I
Castle
don't.
travels.
It travels, so I wouldn't.
But you can to the Mist Court. So maybe
What-
in She realm.
What about the Oracle tree?
I can agree with the not going back to Earth realm.
Yeah.
But
Because that technically isn't a distance.
And it's kind of on fire.
yes.
Out of the pot into the fire.
At least it was, 12, 14 hours ago.
From where I am, can I see where Benedict and Demetrius are?
Yes.
Because they're working
They
their way towards
work
us.
their way back.
Here's the issue. I don't know what state she is in health-wise.
That's why it would be ideal to send her to the Mist King.
Right. But
And
since that
but the question,
travels,
it travels. Yeah.
The castle is almost a state of mind. It moves so much between place to place, it's hard to physically locate. Teleport is a skill that relies on you being in a specific physical location at a specific time.
the hatch. That's where he's gonna do.
To the hatch room?
Yeah, that's the best bet.
Okay.
At least he's going to attempt to. So I need 31, at least 13 with 7 dice.
So you're saying you feel it's doable?
It should be.
Well, and he also has 7 hero points.
That's what I mean. If
You
I
can
rolled
spend
a
just
13,
hero points.
But,
well, I can only spend 3.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so if I get a 13, I can spend 3 hero points and still make 31.
Yeah.
So, and 29 with a hero point is above 31.
Okay. As the queen is, it seems like they're leaving her in the water for a longer and longer period of time. So you transport her like while it looks like she's about to go limp. So whoomp, she's gone. And they just stop. The torturers start looking around. They see Jorus.
Do they see us
Oh yeah, they see the rest.
walking up behind Jorus?
They see the 3 of you. They don't see 1 of you.
And we still can't hear them.
Correct.
6 against 3?
We got
We
this.
got this.
Yeah, we do.
We have them outnumbered.
Grayson looks deep in thought.
Jorus is about to kill people.
Grayson is about to do something totally out of character.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think.
What do they do when they see me?
That's what he's waiting for, to see.
It looks like they're going to attack.
Yeah, I attack first.
Oh, Grayson is going to try and teleport all 3 of you guys to the door.
That's going to be very hard.
Yes, it is.
All right, I will allow it.
I'm still getting ready to shoot.
Okay.
No, that's not going to work.
Let me ask you this: are you rolling for each individually, or are you rolling?
No, it's 1 roll.
Okay.
I mean,
Plus-
I could roll
Plus
for each.
5 for each person you're trying to.
Right. Hold on. Okay, I could roll each individually
And take 3 turns.
and take 3 turns to do so. Okay, he would try and do it all at once.
Rather
initially.
than leave one person.
Right. 19 plus 18 is not still. Doesn't get it. So I wouldn't be able to do it.
You need 31?
I misread that. I
31
was looking at
plus.
telekinesis. I need
41.
40. So that would be
Beyond
3 points short. That was pretty close though.
So.
So
So roll for initiative?
I hope you're not in line with my crossbow bullets.
No.
I'm shooting first.
no.
16.
16,
9.
9 for all you guys,
Yes, all of my guys. 8.
8,
Grayson got 14.
14. Alright, so, Brother Benedict is going first.
We are taking a break. Please stand by.
Rashomon, a land where spirits roam and witches rule. 3 women are embroiled in a divine plot, and it is up to them to uncover why. Join the adventures of the Broadswords at thebroadswords.com.
And we are back. What is Brother Benedict going to do?
Who's the biggest, baddest looking one?
That would be the torturer. Would
The
you like to
center
go?
one.
Would you like to go for the torturer?
Yeah, I'd like to go for the torturer. Yeah,
He's the boss man who I couldn't read his mind.
I'm going to hit him with my staff.
Okay.
Because that's what Benedict does.
Knock his block off.
Benedict.
Literally.
He's going to dodge. I rolled an 18.
29.
I don't like that.
I think I hit. And for damage.
No!
I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 12, 15, 16. 9.
9. Good.
Incapacitated.
Nice. Nice.
Did we hear it when I thunked him?
No.
Okay.
So we're still hearing absolutely nothing.
Yes.
At this point, I think I'm kind of getting used
Okay.
to it.
Grayson's next.
Yeah, let's do sleep on the ones that are remaining.
Okay. Okay, we
They
can do
resist with wit.
That's 3D plus 2.
All right, so we've done these individually before.
Right. Individual resist. You roll once.
Yes. Oh.
You roll a 6 on the wild die, and then you roll a 1 on,
Yes.
on the extra.
18, 27. So your number to roll is
17.
No.
15.
Oh,
Because you had plus 2.
yeah.
15, 11. Oh, that's wild die.
Oh,
That's 15.
dang it.
So 1 stays up. Number 2 doesn't have that die. 8. No, that doesn't work. Number 2 is down. Number 3 is down because I rolled a 1 on my wild die. Number 4 is 12. 12 plus 12, that's not enough. Yeah, he's down too. Number 5, 2 on the wild die, so that's 5. So all
number
but
1
are down.
All but 1.
That sleep spell is overpowered as hell.
Well, I also
not
bumped
an
my
easy
magic
target.
up to 7D
Yeah,
over
that's
the course
why.
of the campaign. So
Yeah.
That's why he was able to do it.
There's one little guy with his throwing knife.
It is now my turn, and I'm going to throw a dagger in his neck.
Be no fun. Dodge is at 5D though, so
He can dodge as well as Benedict can.
That's over here.
15 plus 7 is 22.
It's less than 22, Jeff.
What? What did you roll?
22.
Gosh. What is
all right,
it?
who's next?
What is it based on? Next is asleep or incapacitated, I mean.
So we're back at the top of the round.
No,
No.
we got 1 minion to go. So
Mainly and myself.
Joris is last.
What? Joris.
Failed.
So
He's going to attack.
the minion that left the way.
Yeah. He's going to throw a knife at Benedict. He's got a whole like bandolier of throwing knives.
Okay, Benedict's going to attempt to knock it out of the air with his staff.
Lord of the Rings stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
18.
26. 27.
So you just like bang.
Actually, no. He just no.
Yes.
So the dagger actually flies off and hits all the way down to the hilt into a machine that says flammable.
Of course.
Yes.
Can we get a luck roll on that or something? Like even or odd? Not just.
Even I win odd, you lose. I win.
Oh my gosh.
I stare the dude down like, okay, what now?
Come at me, bro.
And then the left side of your face just like starts glowing from the flames that have erupted from the machine. So you look like a habit-wearing demon.
Even better.
I am the drag pirate. No, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Alright. It's Joris.
Your queen has disappeared.
Yeah. I never actually confirmed that she was my queen, but let's shoot the guy.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
It's going to dodge.
I don't know about that, Johnny. He's got 5D of dodge.
I just
Oh, now he's down 3 of dodge.
8.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
18.
Okay, you hit. Don't rub it in.
Rub it in, rub it in.
15.
10. 5 points.
Wounded.
Wounded. No. Why is it that I roll horribly for combat?
Top of the round, Brother Benedict.
The Riemann Fire Demon is...
He has a bolt sticking out of his shoulder.
You're gonna cut him down.
Yeah.
So he lands
No,
inside
he's
the
not
tank.
going to do it.
He's down and die.
13, 15.
16.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
21. Look at that. And for damage.
Oh!
Oh, look at that.
5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's dead.
16, 31.
31, that's 26 points of damage.
Well,
You almost killed him.
Twice.
You did kill him twice. Mortally wounded twice.
GM high 5.
Okay.
You have dispatched with all your enemies. I need to like throw 20 of them at you at a time, I guess. What do you want to do now?
Grayson still wants to try and teleport everybody.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do one at a time now, since the pressing battle immediately
Oh, yeah.
is away. So,
So we all see the big fire burning.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Immediate
forgot
danger
about
is
that.
not.
Now, one thing that we haven't really been playing with that I should remind you of is if you fail a magic roll, then you have to subtract a die from your magic skill.
What?
Yeah.
I think it's not permanent removal.
1 hour of rest with no interruption.
Yeah, so
results.
it's not
okay.
permanent.
Yeah.
It's
All
not
right.
permanent. It's just
You've never done that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I missed that.
It's an interesting mechanic. I like that.
Very
Just
similar
call
to
some of these.
the Shadow Run.
Uh-huh.
Resist the drain.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I mean,
You want to fail that roll and try another one?
are we gonna
Implement.
do it now?
Yeah. Do you want to run? Do you
Yes.
want to put out fire? Or do you want to try and teleport?
The teleporting thing kind of needs to happen for at least one of us.
So we can take care of the queen.
He's gonna try one more time for Jorus.
okay.
I really wish I could do everybody, but down the die, I don't think that's possible. Yes.
Oh,
again. There's 22. I have to drop 2.
You have 4 left.
Yeah, I'm dropping 2. Jorus
Jorus poofs out of
has.
the room.
I just
Next to
poof
the
out
queen.
and I appear in a room with the queen.
Yes. She starts screaming. Like, like when she sees someone
Yeah.
just appear out of nowhere.
I immediately kneel down and like my queen. Obviously nothing's coming out but gloop, but
And
I immediately try to like assess her injuries. Are y'all doing anything else down there?
Grayson, as soon as he sees Jorus and he realizes that he did it, he's dropping invisibility on himself, and just you see him run from the side of the tank, and he's just running out.
I'm running too, man.
Yeah, I think Benedict will join that.
You just saw Jorus disappear in front of you, and
Throw up my hands and like, what? And then turn around and head for the door.
Sounds good. I'm
Does-
going to say it's going to take 3 turns. You guys getting up the ladder. 1 for each level.
We did shut the door on the way out of that burning room as well. I did.
Okay, fine. We'll go ahead and set the difficulty at 16.
It's going to be athletics.
Yeah, athletics would be fine.
all right. So what's the wound level of the queen? Yeah.
The queen is, she is severely wounded.
Okay, so that's target number 15.
Hero point.
Okay. You are
So
success.
I rolled a 12. I needed, so that's 18.
Okay, so you were successful 1 turn.
18 as well.
18 as well. Okay.
I got
21.
21.
Okay, so all 3 of you were successful.
Second turn.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Grayson is climbing like no one's business now.
18.
It's that you missed that first rung the first time you tried.
Jeff got 18. Okay.
Grayson thinks he's climbing like no one's business, but he got 18, the same as Demetrius.
Benedict threw in a hero point and also got 18.
All right. Successful second round. Okay.
All right, third round. Uh-oh. Yes! Grayson!
You got 18.
I got 18.
Throwing in a hero point and getting 18.
Wow.
17.
12, 15, 16.
On the nose.
That's right.
All right.
17
It's fine.
plus
All,
1.
all 3 of you had to use 1 character point to get up, or hero point.
Yeah.
All right. So you 3 come spilling out of the top of the hatch, gasping like fish, because you know that climb up with the vertigo and everything like that just did not feel good.
So that's what 4 turns out of the 6 that I'm prepping.
Right. So turn number 5, turn number 6.
Slamming the hatch.
Grayson and Brother Benedict had the same idea at the same time.
I got my target of 15 because I got a 27
Okay, perfect.
or 29. So her wound level is reduced by 1.
Okay.
So she's now wounded.
She is now wounded. All right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to leave and?
Well, we have to get. Wait a second. We just need a mirror.
Oh, we don't have a mirror.
But we don't know that. Benedict is the only one that knows
Yeah.
that we need a mirror.
Yeah, you didn't tell us that you learned how to get.
Because
mirrors.
because we can't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
And we still don't have
We
a
need
mirror.
to get outside this sound bubble.
Has Queen started calming down from her hysterics at all?
I mean, she
Has
now knows
has
that
she calmed down enough to recognize me?
Yes.
Okay.
She knows that you are there to help her and not.
And like I'm saying, she recognizes me personally, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Grayson has no reason to stay there, so he's urging everybody to leave.
Demetrius
I'm
is doing the same.
assisting the queen.
You mean by helping carry her, like you're
Yes.
carrying her? So we are hightailing it out through the front door again.
You get through the sound bubble with no difficulties.
Sound. It hurts.
What is the first indication that we are out of the sound bubble?
You start hearing the branches of the trees nearby rubbing together.
We would hear our own breathing and
Yeah.
Or as we're here, we hear our heartbeats, like
In our own heads, yeah.
I mean, think about it. As quiet as our ears have been accustomed to hearing, like we would hear like
Everything.
every like minute thing.
You can't
our
like
own
filter.
footsteps. Every blade of grass.
All right, so now you can talk.
I think that I would like stop and like gasp
Uh-huh.
and shiver a little bit, just from
And I'm just
the ecstasy of being able to hear again.
and I'm kneeling for the queen. Your Majesty, I wish we could have gotten here sooner.
They did horrible things to me.
I believe you, Your Majesty. Now we need to get you back.
Yes. Now.
As Grayson is walking, he's like, "So, what was that in there? Because that was not any reality that I did not understand anything that happened in there. Nothing."
I want to cast Sea Magic Aura on the queen.
Yes, you can do that. That's very.
Nice.
24. 26.
It looks like a tracking spell.
Tracking spell? Mm-hmm. I pull out the compass.
Okay.
I see Magic Aura on the compass, see if it's the same spell.
It looks like they are.
Linked?
Yeah, they're polar opposites. It's like magnetic.
So I don't
poles.
worry about that.
Magnetic poles that are opposite to each other are attracted.
Yeah.
Benedict replies to Grayson, though, saying, "There are some things in life we are not meant to understand."
How can we get Her Majesty back to her throne?
The way
Back
we
we
came
came.
back the way we came.
We have no other way to get back.
We know no other way.
At that point, Benedict will speak up with his recall. "I did see how to use mirrors to travel.
See what?
What?
It was in a book
In the library.
in the library on the second floor. Yes, my master told me that the queen was in
Hold on,
danger.
what now?
Whoa.
What?
My master was in the library.
You're dead, Master.
Yes. He wasn't dead when he was in the library.
I'll accept it.
I accept
After this, I'll
Yes,
accept
because
it.
I apparently saw myself as a baby in there.
He told me that the queen was in danger.
I also saw you as a dead demon thing.
Excuse me, what?
After seeing a broken clock in my own workshop burned down. That was in one
Hold
of
on,
those
where did you go?
rooms.
What?
Inconsequential.
Look at any of them.
Look at anything, Jorus.
Inconsequential. It means nothing.
No, that is very consequential.
How? You're not a demon thing.
Yet, apparently, because what we've seen in there has no bounds of time. He saw his master. I saw myself as a baby. You saw your shop burned down.
Yeah, I saw that back at home too.
Well, it wasn't burned down. There's just a hole in your wall.
Close enough to it.
You over-exaggerate things so much.
Gentlemen, focus. We have to get Her Majesty back.
We need a mirror.
We need a mirror.
Obviously.
With all your looking into these rooms, did you see any mirrors?
No.
We saw lots of things that we had no idea what they were. I was looking at a picture and all of a sudden saw more of that picture, more details of that picture, just because I was thinking about that picture.
I don't think I would be connecting that. No. Because we just had a lot of conversation about.
I don't want to go back to
Seeing
that place because I feel like it could read my mind.
What's on the other side of the dome that we were just
The
inside
oubliette.
of?
It just continues on.
The road of pain.
Yeah.
Well, Your Majesty,
The path of pain, I think.
Path
Yeah.
path of pain.
this is not going to be pleasant in the slightest, but it's the only path we know.
Unless we can find a mirror. The river?
But the river was Quicksilver.
Yep.
We just need a...
A pane of glass to pour it onto.
One way or the other, we still have to travel through the Path of Pain. The
Yeah.
pop.
It takes a while on the Path of Pain, but
Take me to the river, George.
and for interest of time, I mean, nothing really happens on the Path of Pain
Other than
other
wear
than
pain.
pain. Is the Queen walking?
I mean, she's wounded, so yeah, she can walk.
And she's wearing a plain white shift, if I haven't mentioned that already.
Yeah. But actually, no, she's not. I take off my cloak and wrap it around her.
Okay.
Benedict gives a sigh of disappointment. What does the queen look like?
Strawberry blonde, straight nose, green eyes, lots of freckles.
I mean,
Slight.
okay. For interest of, having this whole picture in mind of our traveling companions.
Right now, you don't know if this is normal or not, but her voice sounds very husky.
Like exhausted husky,
Like she's
or
been
like
trying to scream a lot.
Oh, okay.
well, that's a horse.
How you doing today, sir? It's ma'am.
Don't you hate those phone calls where you can't tell?
This wasn't a phone call.
Nope,
This was in person.
this was over a counter.
Okay.
More on that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Benedict does position himself so he can be one of the people helping the queen.
Of course. That's allowable.
Considering you guys have the most might.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, you get to the river just fine.
Is Edrin on the other side of the river from us?
Didn't we tell him to go back to the river and wait for us?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
So he should be around here somewhere. Adrian.
Still cannot say name right, but no matter.
We need to get the queen home.
Is this Queen?
Yes, this is Her Majesty.
I thought would be taller.
Oh, short to be a queen, aren't you?
Little short to be King Spy.
We actually should go see the Miss King first.
He would be glad to see you.
Quicksilver. Magic Mirror Man.
We need a mirror, not just Quicksilver. We need glass. And... So is it the Quicksilver that makes the travel possible, or is it the mirror itself?
It's the mirror itself.
Okay, so we can't just use it,
Oh,
the Quicksilver and jump in.
Yes. No, this is not the woods of Narnia.
Quicksilver would rather boil our lungs to death.
Yeah.
Alright, that's that for this episode. Thanks very much for listening. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.